The Holocaust was not just one of the darkest chapters in modern history, it was a terrifying demonstration of how hatred, propaganda, fear, and absolute power can transform an entire society into a machine of destruction, and the story begins in the aftermath of World War I when Germany was humiliated, economically devastated, politically unstable, and emotionally broken, with millions of citizens struggling to survive amid inflation, unemployment, and national shame. And in this atmosphere of desperation emerged Adolf Hitler, a failed artist turned political extremist whose speeches were filled with rage, nationalism, and promises of restoring German greatness and teaching children in schools that Jews were dangerous, spreading anti-Semitic images in newspapers, controlling radio broadcasts, and turning prejudice into official government policy. And when Hitler became chancellor in 1933, democracy in Germany rapidly collapsed as political opponents were arrested, free speech disappeared, and a dictatorship was established under the symbol of the swastika, and soon the persecution of Jewish people intensified as businesses owned by Jews were boycotted. Jewish doctors and teachers lost their jobs, books were burned, and laws were passed stripping Jews of citizenship and basic rights, especially the Nuremberg laws of 1935, which legally separated Jews from the rest of German society.
Known as Kristallnacht, or the Night of Broken Glass, when Nazi mobs attacked Jewish homes, businesses, and synagogues across Germany and Austria, smashing windows, setting buildings on fire, beating innocent civilians, killing dozens, and arresting thousands of Jewish men who were sent to concentration camps. And this violent eruption revealed to the world that anti-Semitism in Nazi Germany had evolved from discrimination into organized terror. Yet even after this warning, the machinery of hatred continued to grow unchecked. And when World War II began in 1939 with Germany's invasion of Poland, millions of Jews suddenly found themselves trapped under Nazi occupation as German forces swept across Europe, conquering territories with
overcrowded sections of cities surrounded by walls and barbed wire, where Jewish families were forced to live under horrifying conditions with little food, no medical care, rampant disease, and constant fear. And in places like the Warsaw Ghetto, thousands died from starvation alone, while children wandered the streets begging for scraps of bread. And despite the suffering, many people still hoped the nightmare would eventually end. But behind the scenes, Nazi leaders were planning something far more horrifying, something they called the final solution, a systematic plan to eliminate the Jewish population of Europe entirely. And this plan led to the construction and expansion of concentration camps and extermination camps.
Or sanitation, often surrounded by screams, crying children, and the smell of death. And upon arrival, Nazi officers conducted selections where the elderly, sick, disabled, pregnant women, and small children were immediately separated from those considered fit for labor. And most victims had no idea they were walking toward execution, as they were told they were going to showers for disinfection, only to be forced into gas chambers disguised as bathhouses where Zyklon B poison gas was released, killing thousands within minutes while guards listened to screams fading into silence. And afterward, prisoners known as Sonderkommandos were forced to remove bodies, cut hair, extract gold teeth, and transport corpses to crematoriums where the remains of
and countless other countries, along with Romani people, political dissidents, Soviet prisoners of war, homosexuals, disabled individuals, and anyone considered undesirable by Nazi ideology. And the scale of death became unimaginable as millions vanished into a system built with terrifying efficiency. And yet amid this darkness, there were still acts of courage as resistance groups formed inside ghettos and camps, smuggling food, gathering intelligence, and fighting back against impossible odds. Most famously during the Warsaw Ghetto uprising of 1943, when poorly armed Jewish fighters resisted German forces for weeks rather than surrender quietly to extermination.
A German businessman who used his factories and influence to save more than 1,000 Jews from death. And Anne Frank, a young girl whose diary written while hiding in Amsterdam became one of the most powerful human testimonies of the Holocaust, revealing the fears, hopes, and humanity of those hunted by the Nazi regime. And as the war continued, the brutality intensified with medical experiments performed on prisoners by doctors such as Josef Mengele, who conducted horrific experiments on twins and children without anesthesia or consent, treating human beings as disposable objects in the name of pseudoscience, while starvation, forced labor for Nazi Germany axis.
And meanwhile, Allied forces slowly advanced across Europe, uncovering evidence of crimes so horrifying that many soldiers initially refused to believe what they were seeing. And when Soviet troops liberated Auschwitz in January 1945, they found mountains of shoes, suitcases, eyeglasses, hair, and human ashes, along with thousands of starving survivors barely alive among frozen barracks and abandoned crematoria, while American and British forces liberated camps such as Buchenwald, Dachau, and Bergen-Belsen, revealing skeletal prisoners, mass graves, piles of corpses, and survivors traumatized beyond words, and journalists, photographers, and soldiers documented the evidence because the scale of Nazi crime seemed almost impossible to comprehend.
And the shock of these discoveries led to the Nuremberg trials, where surviving Nazi leaders were prosecuted for war crimes and crimes against humanity, establishing important legal principles that continue to shape international law today. Yet even after justice was attempted, many questions remained about how such evil had become possible in one of the most educated societies in Europe, and historians, philosophers, psychologists, and survivors spent decades trying to understand how ordinary citizens became participants in genocide, whether through fanatic belief, fear, obedience, indifference, or opportunism. And the Holocaust became blind obedience to power,
and grief while trying to rebuild their lives after losing everything. And across Europe, countless synagogues, schools, neighborhoods, and cultural traditions disappeared almost overnight, leaving scars that still remain visible generations later. And museums, memorials, and educational institutions were eventually created to preserve the memory of the victims and ensure that future generations would never forget what happened, including United States Holocaust Memorial Museum and memorial sites at former camps such as Auschwitz, where visitors walk silently through the remains of gas chambers and barracks, confronting the reality of industrialized murder. And every year, Holocaust Remembrance Day honors the victims while reminding the world,
making education and remembrance more important than ever, because the Holocaust was not an accident of history, but a catastrophe created by human choices, political extremism, and the failure of societies to defend human dignity when it mattered most. And as long as humanity remembers the Holocaust, the voices of the victims continue to warn future generations about the consequences of hatred left unchecked, reminding the world that civilization itself can collapse into barbarity when fear and prejudice overpower compassion and truth.